to another video upload from Aspie with Attitude. You're right now watching Autistic YouTube Content Creator channel. To introduce myself, just in case if you're watching this for the first time, my name is David, I'm from Melbourne, Australia. I have autism, I have Asperger's syndrome, that's why I call myself an Aspie. And you're right now watching episode 344, and I filmed this on the 27th of May 2024. So like it's been more than 6 years that I had actually been YouTubing and having that Autistic YouTube Content Creator channel. So like before I actually get started on this video, I actually like to do a few recaps just to see what you're in for. So like I've previously been talking about autistic meltdowns, and all three main ones is the first one that I've done back in the 27th of October 2018, which is episode 25, Autism and Meltdowns. And also there's episode 136, which is Say No to Meltdown videos, something that I've uploaded or premiered this on the 25th of September 2020. And pretty much I did Managing Autistic Meltdowns, something I did for episode 192, something that I've uploaded on the 20th of August 2021. So now that I've actually gone through the recaps, so like I just like to mention about my feelings about how I've been describing autistic meltdowns. I talk about 3 stages. So like when an autistic individual has a meltdown, the stage 1 is always the panic mode, which is the start of the meltdown, and gets to stage 2 when it actually gets to its peak. That's just the rage mode, which I'll be pretty much explaining, and what goes up must come down, which I'm talking about stage number 3, which is called recovery mode. Well, that actually talks about autistic meltdowns, just in case if you haven't seen any of these 3 videos that I showed you in the recap. So like in the meanwhile, I just like to actually introduce one of my other favourite autistic YouTube content creator, which happens to be Thomas Henley. He's actually from the UK. I have been following his channel a lot, and for episode 344, I just couldn't think what I wanted to do. So what I've done is, I've actually stumbled across one of his images or his memes, which happens to be called What a Meltdown is Like for Me. And it's pretty much, I think it's been illustrated by Thomas Henley, if he actually really done that. So like, I assume that Thomas Henley has done that image and everything like that. It's very important that I have to introduce him, since I am using his works for my autistic YouTube content here. So like, what interests me after going through this memes and that image is like, it just so looks familiar, because like I have been rehearsing this video to make it as well spoken as possible, which I reckon is all about rage mode. Actually, what I like to do is to really look at that image. I'm going to start from the top left, working across to the right, and finish at the bottom right, just like it's in some sort of sequence and some order, if I can describe this as a rage mode. So like, I thought about like, what if I actually tipped the table by accident and the Lego pieces went everywhere? So like, this time, like, let's just say plants. Because the reason why I talk about, what if I accidentally knock the plants over and pretty much it all spills out like dirt and everything like that. So like, I've been trying to make a video, I accidentally kicked the table and pretty much the plants just spilled its dirt, maybe the terracotta pots had cracked and everything like that. So like, I'm going through a heightened senses, which is actually the first image I like to talk about. So like, I'm actually now becoming aware that the plant that I knocked down is all over the floor, and I'm just going to say that the pots did break and everything like that, since I had been growing these plants for quite a long time, and definitely got a bit of history about these plants. This came from my old holiday house, those succulents. So like, I'm actually starting to really freak out. So like, I'm in a panic mode, just processing that like, it's all over the floor. So like my thought starts to distort, because this is thought distortion that I'm actually really talking about. Like just being under a lot of wishful thinking that we're all existing in the universe, that this is as shown, the table and everything like that. Could have been the same for Lego too, like how all pieces are there. So like I'm just really stressed out, I go through extreme confusion. So that's just me panicking and freaking out over the spilt dirt all over my carpet and everything like that. So like I'm pretty much in the bottom and everything like that. So like I'm in a panic and there's a thing called irritability tics, and I don't know what SH stands for. So like I could have a bit of a tic if I'm having a meltdown, so I put a fidget spinner down, and don't do it for real, because like what I said in episode 136. So like as I'm doing this, you can just see how I'm actually just thinking, I'm trying to eject the spiders in my thoughts, that this had actually really has happened. So I just continue doing like this, really clenching my teeth. So that's actually my stim when I'm actually having a very big meltdown. So like I'm already into stage 2, which is rage mode. And as I mentioned for, what's that, intense anxiety, that's what I'm going through. Getting a bit worried because the plants aren't going to live. I don't have any spare pots to actually really save those plants, since if it's any sentimental and everything like that too. So like I'm going through extreme anxiety and I'm just really blowing up my brains, but there's just so many spines in my head that's causing heightened senses, thought distortion and extreme confusion. And just basically in the end, you just struggle to really communicate. Or like if somebody else was there and saw what happened, someone's going to try and come to my aid, I can't communicate. All I care about is that table was never knocked down in the first place. So this is just me having that meltdown over spilt plants. So at least you just saw how I was doing this. There have been some individuals who just kind of hit themselves and everything like that. Well, definitely not that type of individual at all. So like, that is for real what I do with the cushions, except for this video upload. This is all acting, just as a demonstration. Like, I wouldn't even be filming my own autistic meltdowns, since I've already said that back in 25th of September 2020, that I say no to meltdown videos just like that, particularly if it's a real life meltdown, but in this case it's not. So what that video is all about is just appreciation to some of Thomas Henley's work, these images and these memes, just to sort of get his voice out there, since that Thomas Henley is also autistic and he is one of the many important voices in the worldwide autism community, since that autism can be better understood by people who are actually autistic, just to spread out a good word and everything like that, what an autistic meltdown is. Like, could we actually really manage it and everything like that? We could always look at images just to learn the self-awareness, if there's any solutions and everything like that. The problem is, it has already happened that I've tipped the table with the planks on it. So like, there's just no going back. We can't terraform the universe as it is right now. So, well, that's just a fact. So like, anyway, I just don't want to be talking too much and making a long video. And with Thomas Henley, one thing he doesn't like is other autistic YouTube content creators promoting their own videos onto his Facebook feed or Twitter or any of his YouTube feeds and everything like that. What I've decided to do is, instead of usually promoting my own, I thought like, please, why not subscribe to Thomas Henley? That's what I asked for his support, since he's one of the many voices in the autism community, Thomas Henley. And if you'd like to keep up with his videos like I have, you can ring his notification bell. That's what I had done. And I've always liked to share his video contents around, like just pretty much the way I'm actually sharing his memes around and everything like that. Since he does a very good job talking about autism and pretty much really representing the worldwide autism community there, and there to also inspire other autistic YouTube content creators and maybe Instagram, TikTokers, whoever. So like, what it is what it is. You'll see what it is. So like, that's how I finish off with this YouTube video, since I was talking about autism. Oh, another autistic YouTube content that you've just watched, and that's how I pull this one off now. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to Aspie for Attitude. Make sure you check out some of his channel. I'm talking about checking out Thomas Henley's YouTube channel. Peace and respect, and see you next time.